I posted this comment over at Chomsky's Facebook. I'm also emailing him about what's going on with YouTube. The Facebook post is a link to an article that's actually quoting another article by the Byline, where Byline interviews Chomsky about manufacturing consent. And my comment was, and what YouTube is doing to the representative press channel could be called manufacturing consent 2.0. I talk about it in this video and at the end of this video. And those links are in the video description or right here. And the point is, well, first of all, you could like this. I'll put a link to this. I'll post a link directly to it in the video description, and then you could like that comment. And I'll put a link to that article in the video description as well. That article is an interview, and in that interview, Chomsky says that there's such thing as positive liberty. That the model we have, they concentrated on negative liberty, where we'd be free from state control and whatever. But with the propaganda model, there's filters, things that undermine the free flow of information. In that interview, Chomsky talks about the problem we have in this country, which was an exclusive focus on negative liberty, meaning the focus was thinking that we're free by allowing corporations to feed us news free from state control. That model, which is sometimes called corporate libertarianism. And the second model was abandoned, which had been in place at going all the way back to the beginning of our history with the postal system, with the subsidy for allowing alternative media to have the financial means to reach the population. And that's why it's so dangerous to have YouTube undermining journalism, to have us for years thinking we could rely on advertising revenue, and then for them to suddenly deem certain topics too sensitive for monetization. And YouTube doesn't give an explanation why monetization gets pulled from specific videos. In the case of this video, featuring a clip of my interview with Chomsky, I can only guess the reason was because I mentioned the name of a specific terrorist. It cost me money to go up to Boston and interview Chomsky, and this video had been monetized for years. Yet now, because I said the name of a specific terrorist in that interview, I put in the keywords of that video, I lose monetization on it. I can't discuss any terrorists regardless of the newsworthiness of the topic. These actions show a disregard for independent journalism, where YouTube says I can't earn a living reporting on these topics. But meanwhile, the big boys in the media, like network television, they continually cover the same exact topics, and they're allowed to have advertisers for those same subjects. But if you're an independent media outlet, the powers that be at YouTube have decided that some topics are off limits as far as being allowed to generate revenue if you're going to be discussing them. Now, maybe the problem is someone decided falsely. The problem might be that someone made a mistake, or this is intentional, and decided to label my channel a truther channel. I don't know why they decided to get it into their heads that they should be in the business of deciding what's true or not. Are we going to apply that to everything? What about different religions? What if someone has a channel talking about Mormonism or other religions? Are we going to decide if one is true or not? Isn't that controversial or sensitive? I say let everything be monetized. Keep the criteria for monetization the same as the rules for the content on YouTube. If you comply with the rules of YouTube, which allows a video to be seen by people, then it should be allowed to be monetized. Otherwise, we're into the same situation of allowing advertisers or hidden forces to decide what is acceptable messages for the public to hear or what's allowed to be financially supported. And Chomsky says an alternative model is public support for the widest possible range of information and analysis, and that should, I think, be a core of a functioning democracy. And I agree. And that's what my proposal for the formal establishment of a representative press is all about. Because unfortunately, as my attempts on YouTube, if you're going to cut the financial resources of a channel, then you're undermining its ability to do basic reporting. I don't know who at YouTube and for what reason they decided to eliminate ads on many of my videos. And as I point out in this video about TJ, it's pretty annoying to have this guy deny that this kind of thing is happening.